Porridge, 1974–1977, remains one of the most cherished British sitcoms, with its sharp wit and memorable characters capturing the hearts of viewers. But while the show brought laughter into millions of homes, many of its talented cast members faced personal struggles and met with tragic and untimely deaths. From lead stars to lesser-known guest actors, their real-life stories are marked by unforeseen health battles, accidents, and hardships that stand in stark contrast to the humor they delivered on screen. In this deep dive, we explore how these 35 beloved actors, who once graced the halls of Slade Prison, met their unfortunate ends, shedding light on the poignant realities behind the comedic facade. Discover the hidden tragedies behind the smiles of the Porridge cast, and how their lives came to an unexpected and heartbreaking close. Fon McKay, born on August 12, 1922, in Paisley, Scotland, brought to life the authoritarian Mr. McKay, the feared prison officer in Porridge from 1974 to 1977. Known for his strict demeanor, Mr. McKay clashed with prisoners but occasionally revealed a humorous side, balancing power and vulnerability. Outside of Porridge, McKay enjoyed a successful acting career with notable performances in Local Hero and Dad's Army. However, his personal life was plagued by illness. He married Sheila Manahan, an actress, but they had no children, which weighed heavily on them both. Professionally, McKay faced the heartbreak of watching his close friend, Richard Becksale, pass away unexpectedly in 1979, leaving him shaken. In 1986, McKay was diagnosed with stomach cancer, and though he fought valiantly, the illness consumed his final year. He passed away on June 6, 1987, at the age of 64. His death came too soon for an actor whose talent still resonated with fans, and his passing was marked by tributes from across the entertainment world. Ronnie Barker, born on September 25, 1929, in Bedford, England, became a national treasure for his portrayal of Norman Stanley Fletcher in Porridge from 1974 to 1977. Fletcher was a cunning, often charming inmate who used his sharp wit to navigate prison life, outsmarting both guards and fellow inmates. Outside of Porridge, Barker's career was illustrious, with works like The Two Ronnies cementing his status as one of Britain's greatest comedic talents. His personal life seemed idyllic. He married Joy Tubb in 1957, and they remained together until his death, having 3 children, Larry, Adam, and Charlotte. However, tragedy struck as Barker's declining health in his later years led to his retirement in 1987. His close friend and fellow comedian Richard Becksale died tragically young in 1979, which devastated Barker. In the early 2000s, Barker's health worsened due to heart problems, leading to his death on October 3, 2005, at 76. Despite a life full of laughter, the sadness of losing friends and his personal health battles cast a shadow over his final years. Richard Becksale, born on July 6, 1947, in Carlton, Nottinghamshire, England, is best known for his role as Lenny Godbeer, a naive and optimistic young inmate in Porridge, 1974 to 1977. His charm and innocence in the series made him a beloved figure, offering a lighter, hopeful foil to the hardened cynicism of other characters. His career, although tragically brief, also included standout roles in Rising Damp. Becksale's personal life seemed bright. He married actress Judy Lowe in 1977, and they had a daughter, actress Kate Becksale. Despite his success, his life was marked by hidden struggles. One major tragedy occurred when, at the height of his career, he confided in friends about increasing stress and exhaustion. His fellow actors, such as Ronnie Barker, noted his deteriorating health but thought it was manageable. A second blow came when he was working intensely on multiple projects simultaneously, with little time to rest. On March 19, 1979, he died unexpectedly of a heart attack at just 31 years old, leaving behind a grieving wife and daughter. His death shocked the entertainment world, and the industry mourned the loss of a rising star who had touched many lives. Michael Barington, born July 3, 1924, in Twickenham, Middlesex, played Governor Venables, the well-intentioned but bumbling head of the prison, in Porridge from 1974 to 1977. His role as the clueless governor added a bureaucratic absurdity to the show's comedic landscape. Barington had a long career, although Porridge was arguably his most memorable work. Behind the scenes, Barington faced numerous personal trials. He and his wife, actress Barbara New, struggled with infertility, a source of immense pain in their marriage. In 1980, he suffered his first heart attack, which forced him to scale back his acting commitments. Adding to his sorrow, two close colleagues, actors from his early career, passed away unexpectedly, leaving Barington deeply affected. His health continued to decline, and he passed away from a second heart attack on June 5, 1988, at the age of 63. His death marked the end of a quiet but respected presence in British entertainment. Brian Wilde, born on June 13, 1927, in Ashton-under-Lyne, played the gentle and well-meaning prison officer Mr. Barrowclough in Porridge from 1974 to 1977. Wilde's portrayal of the kind-hearted but ineffectual guard brought a softer side to the harsh realities of prison life, contrasting with the stricter officers. His acting career also spanned roles in Last of the Summer Wine, but his successes did not shield him from personal tragedy. Wilde married actress Eva Stewart and had 2 children, but their family life was marred by his long-term struggle with mental health issues. His son Andrew Wilde's struggles with addiction caused deep distress in Brian's later years. He also suffered a debilitating stroke in 2001, which limited his ability to work and led to his gradual withdrawal from public life. His final years were spent battling health complications, and he passed away on March 20, 2008, at 80. His death, though peaceful, left a void in the hearts of those who cherished his warmth both on and off screen. Sam Kelly, born December 19, 1943, in Salford, Lancashire, portrayed Warren, the bumbling, illiterate inmate in Porridge, 1974 to 1977. Warren's endearing simplicity and dependence on others brought comic relief to the show. Kelly enjoyed a steady career in British television and theatre, with later notable roles in Allo Allo and On the Up. Although his professional life thrived, Kelly experienced a more tumultuous personal life. He never married, though he had several long-term relationships. The first tragedy struck when he lost his mother in a car accident early in his career, a trauma that haunted him for years. Another personal struggle was his battle with depression, which he kept largely private, affecting his ability to maintain close relationships. By the time he was diagnosed with cancer in his later years, he had largely retreated from public life. Kelly passed away on June 14, 2014, at the age of 70, succumbing to cancer after a long and quiet fight. Brian Glover was born on April 2, 1934, in Sheffield, England. He was a multi-talented individual, originally a professional wrestler before turning to acting. His role as Heslop in Porridge from 1974 to 1977 made him a fan favorite, as he portrayed a simple-minded, but well-meaning inmate with comedic flair. Beyond Porridge, Glover's career included roles in Kes, 1969, and An American Werewolf in London, 1981. His personal life was relatively private, but he married actress Tara Prem, and they had 2 children. Despite his success, Glover faced personal tragedy when he was diagnosed with a brain tumor, a devastating blow that eventually claimed his life on July 24, 1997, at the age of 63. The illness marked a slow decline in his health, and in his final months, he was surrounded by family. His death came shortly after the passing of his Porridge co-star Richard Becksale in 1979, which deeply affected him. Patricia Break, born on June 25, 1942, in Bath, Somerset, England, became a beloved face on British television with her role as Ingrid Fletcher in Porridge from 1974 to 1977. Ingrid, Norman Stanley Fletcher's devoted daughter, brought a sense of family and emotional depth to the series. Outside of Porridge, Break had a successful career, appearing in shows like Man About the House and EastEnders. She married playwright Robert McBain, and they had 2 children, Hannah and John. However, her personal life wasn't without its difficulties. Break faced a long battle with breast cancer, which took a heavy emotional toll on her and her family. She also struggled with the passing of close colleagues, particularly Richard Becksale's untimely death in 1979, which left her devastated. Towards the end of her life, Patricia had to cope with the death of her husband, which further compounded her sense of loss. She passed away on May 28, 2022, at the age of 79, after a long and brave fight with cancer, leaving behind a legacy in British comedy that continues to be cherished. Peter Vaughan was born on April 4, 1923, in Wem, Shropshire, England. He was a versatile actor, known for his role as the intimidating Harry Grout in Porridge from 1975 to 1977. Grouty was feared by everyone in the prison, a character who seemed to wield unseen power. Vaughan's acting career spanned decades, with standout roles in Game of Thrones as Maester Aemon and in films like The Remains of the Day, 1993. In his personal life, Vaughan married twice, first to Billy Whitelaw, and later to actress Lilias Walker. He did not have any children. His professional success was marred by personal loss, particularly when his first wife passed away in 2014. In addition, Vaughan struggled with partial blindness in his later years. He lived to the age of 93, passing away on December 6, 2016, from natural causes. His long career and dignified end contrasted sharply with the often harsh lives of some of his colleagues. Peter Jeffrey was born on April 18, 1929, in Bristol, England, and is best remembered for his role as Mr. Wainwright, the stern and rule-bound prison officer in Porridge, 1975. Wainwright's strict adherence to the rules and his rigid demeanor brought tension between him and the inmates, highlighting the authority figures within the prison system. Jeffrey's career was varied, with notable roles in The Avengers and Doctor Who, though he never quite reached the level of fame many expected. His personal life, though outwardly calm, was marred by a series of hidden tragedies. His marriage to actress Yvonne Bonamy was solid, and they had 2 children, though they faced the heartbreak of losing a child at birth, a sorrow that haunted him for years. Another painful event occurred when his close friend and fellow actor, Patrick Troughton, passed away in 1987, which left him devastated. As his career waned, he began struggling with health issues and was diagnosed with prostate cancer in the mid-1990s. Despite fighting the disease, he succumbed to it on December 25, 1999, passing away quietly at 70 years old. Ronald Lacy was born on September 28, 1935, in Harrow, Middlesex, England. Known for his portrayal of Harris, a sneaky, conniving inmate in Porridge, 1977, Lacy brought a touch of danger and mischief to the series. Outside of Porridge, Lacy was best known for his role as the sinister Nazi agent Todt in Raiders of the Lost Ark, 1981. His career was full of memorable villainous roles, but his personal life was more turbulent. He married twice, and had 3 children, but his marriage to actress Mayla White ended in divorce after years of difficulty. Lacy's life took a tragic turn when he was diagnosed with cancer in the early 1990s. In 1991, after a short battle with liver failure, he passed away at the age of 55 on May 15. His death was particularly sorrowful for his family, who were devastated by his rapid decline, and for friends in the industry who remembered his wit and charm. His untimely death, just as his career seemed to be reaching new heights, left a void in British cinema. Eric Dodson, born on December 1, 1920, in Peterborough, Cambridgeshire, England, played the rigid and no-nonsense Mr. Banyard in Porridge in 1975. Banyard's stern demeanor contrasted sharply with the more relaxed characters, heightening the tension in the prison. Dodson had a successful career in theatre and television, appearing in various shows, though he never achieved the same level of fame as some of his peers. He married Mabel Edmonds, but their marriage was troubled due to Dodson's long absences on set and his battle with alcoholism, which created a rift between them. They had no children, and Dodson often expressed regret over this, feeling a deep sense of loneliness in his later years. His health declined rapidly due to liver disease, a consequence of his long struggle with alcohol, and he passed away on January 13, 2000, at the age of 79. His death, though not widely reported, marked the end of a career filled with potential but overshadowed by personal demons. Graham Crowden was born on November 30, 1922, in Edinburgh, Scotland. He is best remembered for his role as the eccentric prison doctor in Porridge in 1975. Crowden's character was unique, often bringing levity to serious situations with his quirky and somewhat detached demeanor. His career was marked by performances in notable productions such as A Very British Coup and Doctor Who. Crowden had a turbulent personal life. He was married to his first wife, actress and writer Barbara Bray, but they eventually divorced after many years together. He had 2 children, both of whom pursued careers in the arts. Tragedy struck when he lost his beloved partner, the actress and playwright Eileen Atkins, to illness, which left a profound impact on him. His health declined over the years, and he ultimately passed away on October 19, 2010, at the age of 87 due to natural causes, a quiet departure for a man who brought so much character to the screen. Maurice Denham, born on December 23, 1909, in Beckenham, Kent, England, had a career that spanned 6 decades, making him one of the most seasoned actors in British cinema. His role as Raleigh in Porridge in 1977, though minor, was memorable for its quirky humor, adding color to the prison's otherwise bleak atmosphere. Outside of this, Denham's work in films like 1984 and The Day of the Jackal showcased his range. Denham was married to Elizabeth Jones, with whom he had 2 children, Martin and Amanda, but his family life was marked by tragedy when his son died in a car accident in the 1960s. This loss haunted Denham throughout his life. He also suffered from survivor's guilt as many of his close friends and contemporaries, like Sir Alec Guinness, passed away before him, leaving him increasingly isolated. Towards the end of his life, Denham's health deteriorated, and he passed away on July 24, 2002, at the age of 92. His death marked the end of an era for classic British acting, but his body of work continues to inspire. Dudley Sutton, born April 6, 1933, in Kingston upon Thames, Surrey, is known for his portrayal of Reg Irwin, a volatile and unpredictable inmate in the 1976 Christmas special of Porridge. Sutton's portrayal of Irwin was intense, capturing the wild, erratic behavior of someone constantly on the edge, and his performance left a lasting impression. Sutton's acting career spanned 6 decades, with memorable roles in Lovejoy and The Devils, but his personal life was filled with tumult. His first marriage to actress Marjorie Steele ended in divorce after years of conflict, exacerbated by his battle with alcoholism, which strained not only his relationships but his career. One of the great tragedies of his life was the suicide of his close friend and fellow actor, Oliver Reed, in 1999, a loss that deeply affected him. A second devastating blow came when he was diagnosed with cancer in his later years. Despite undergoing treatment, he lost the battle on September 15, 2018, at the age of 85. Ken Wynne was born in 1920 in Reading, Berkshire, England. He brought the character of Keegan to life in Porridge in 1976, a role that, although minor, was memorable for its unique humor and complexity. Wynne's career spanned several decades, and he made notable appearances in films and television, often showcasing his remarkable talent for portraying a diverse range of characters. Ken was married to actress Beryl Wynne, and together they had 3 children, 2 daughters, Laura and Helen, and a son, David. Despite the joys of family life, his personal journey was marked by significant tragedy. He lost his son David to a tragic accident at a young age, a heartbreak that deeply affected him and strained his marriage. Additionally, Wynne faced health issues later in life, including a battle with depression stemming from his past losses. His beloved wife Beryl passed away in 2007, which compounded his grief. Ken Wynne passed away on June 18, 2012, at the age of 92, due to natural causes, leaving behind a legacy of resilience in the face of personal tragedy. John Bennett, born May 8, 1928, in Beckenham, Kent, portrayed the medical officer in Porridge in 1974. His calm, collected demeanor brought a quiet sense of professionalism to the chaotic prison environment. Bennett was known for his work on British television, particularly his role in Doctor Who, but he never became a household name. Behind the scenes, his personal life was filled with private turmoil. His first marriage ended in divorce after years of growing apart, though they had 2 children together, whom he remained close to. Another deep wound was the death of his close colleague, actor Peter Cushing, in 1994, which left Bennett reflecting on the fragility of life and his own mortality. In the last years of his life, he battled declining health and largely retired from acting. He passed away peacefully on April 11, 2005, at the age of 76 from natural causes, leaving behind a quiet yet impactful legacy in British television. Cyril Shapps was born on October 13, 1923, in London, England. He appeared in Porridge in 1975 as Jackdaw, a nervous small-time crook whose jittery behavior brought comic relief to the series. Shapps enjoyed a successful career in film and television, known for roles in productions such as The Avengers and Fawlty Towers. He was married to his wife, with whom he had 2 children, and they shared a love for the arts. However, Shapps faced personal difficulties, including the tragic loss of several close friends from the acting community, which left him feeling isolated. His later years were marked by declining health, and despite the support of his family, he struggled with the loneliness that often accompanies old age. Cyril Shapps passed away on January 1, 2003, at the age of 79 from natural causes, a quiet end to a life that had once been filled with laughter and creativity. John Rudling was born on August 31, 1907, in South Norwood, Surrey, England. He played the role of Mr. Birchwood, a quirky yet memorable character, in Porridge in 1975. Known for his sharp wit and comic timing, Rudling brought humor and a unique complexity to the show, demonstrating that even minor roles could have significant impact. His career spanned decades, with notable appearances in various British television series and films, but his life was tinged with sadness. He was married to actress Joan Rudling, and they had 1 daughter, but their relationship faced challenges. After years of struggle, they separated, leaving Rudling to cope with loneliness in his later years. He also endured the heartache of losing close friends, including the passing of actor John Le Mesurier in 1983, which deeply affected him. John Rudling passed away on December 18, 1983, at the age of 76 due to respiratory complications, leaving behind a legacy that highlighted the importance of even the smallest roles in storytelling. Philip Madoch was born on July 5, 1934, in Merthyr Tydfil, Glamorgan, Wales. In Porridge, he played Williams in 1975, a character known for his cunning and manipulative traits. Madoch's sharp performances made him a prominent figure in British television, appearing in other series like The Professionals and Doctor Who. Throughout his life, he faced the difficulties of an industry that often typecast him as villains. Madoch was married to his wife, and together they had 3 children who supported his artistic endeavors. Sadly, his family life wasn't without its struggles. He faced the loss of a close friend and fellow actor, which weighed heavily on him. Madoch was diagnosed with cancer in his later years, a battle he fought valiantly. He passed away on March 5, 2012, at the age of 77, leaving behind a legacy of nuanced performances that showcased his talent and depth. John Quarmby was born on June 18, 1929, in Liverpool, England. He portrayed a stern prison officer in Porridge in 1974, a character that added an authoritative layer to the series, often clashing with the inmates and providing a sense of realism to the prison environment. Quarmby enjoyed a rich career in theatre and television, appearing in several well-known productions, including the Forsyte Saga. His personal life, however, was fraught with challenges. He was married to actress Jean Quarmby, and together they had 2 children, though their marriage suffered due to Quarmby's long hours and commitment to his craft. The couple eventually separated, leading to a painful divorce that left lasting scars on both sides. Cornby also experienced profound sorrow when his close friend and fellow actor Richard Becksale passed away suddenly in 1979, which deeply affected him. He battled health issues in his later years, including a serious heart condition. John Cornby passed away on April 5, 2019, at the age of 89 from natural causes, leaving behind a legacy of authority and depth in his performances. Jane Wenham was born on November 26, 1927, in Southampton, England. In the 1976 episode The Desperate Hours of Porridge, she portrayed Mrs. Jameson, a character who brought a unique perspective to the storyline and showcased Wenham's remarkable versatility as an actress. Her career included performances in various theater productions and television shows, yet her life was not without its struggles. Jane was married to actor and director Peter Williams, with whom she had 3 children, but the marriage was fraught with challenges, ultimately ending in divorce. The split left her grappling with emotional turmoil, especially as she had to juggle her career and family responsibilities. Tragically, she lost her brother, an accomplished musician, in a car accident in the late 1980s, a blow that haunted her for years. Despite these challenges, Wenham continued to perform, bringing her passion for acting to audiences until her retirement. She passed away on November 15, 2018, at the age of 90 from natural causes, remembered fondly for her contributions to the arts. June Ellis was born on June 3, 1926, in Dover, Kent, England. She played Isabel Fletcher, the devoted wife of Norman Stanley Fletcher, in Porridge in 1974. Ellis's character was the emotional anchor of the show, providing warmth and support to her husband during his imprisonment. With a career that included roles in various stage productions and television series, she was respected for her talent and commitment to the arts. June was married to actor and director Bill Ellis, and they had 1 daughter, who followed in their footsteps into the acting world. While her family life was initially filled with joy, tragedy struck when her husband fell seriously ill, and she became his primary caregiver during his battle with cancer. This period took a toll on her health and spirit, as she found it challenging to cope with the impending loss. Adding to her heartbreak, she also lost her brother in a tragic accident around the same time. June Ellis passed away on June 26, 2011, at the age of 85 from natural causes, leaving behind a legacy of love and dedication both in her family and her craft. Graham Ashley was born on April 26, 1927, in Northampton, England. He played Mr. Appleton, a minor yet impactful character in Porridge in 1974. His brief appearance contributed to the overall atmosphere of the series, showcasing his talent. Despite his on-screen success, Ashley faced turmoil in his personal life, including the heartbreak of losing a child, a tragedy that left him and his wife in deep grief. He was married to his wife for many years, and they experienced joy and sorrow together, yet the strain of loss weighed heavily on their relationship. His career faced ups and downs, but he remained dedicated to his craft. Tragically, Graham Ashley passed away on October 30, 1979, at the age of 52 from a heart attack, an abrupt end to a life that had been filled with both professional achievements and profound personal grief. Ralph Watson was born on January 20, 1936, in Newcastle upon Tyne, Tyne and Wear, England. He played the role of the landlord in Porridge in 1974, adding authenticity and a sense of everyday life to the prison environment. Watson's performances were often characterized by their subtlety and depth, establishing him as a respected figure in British television. However, his life story is marked by significant tragedy. Watson was married twice. His first marriage ended in a painful divorce that strained his relationship with his 2 children, leaving him feeling isolated and regretful. The emotional toll of this separation weighed heavily on him throughout his life. Additionally, he experienced the profound grief of losing his best friend, actor Kenneth Cranham, who died unexpectedly in 2004. This loss impacted Watson's outlook on life, as he reflected on the fragility of relationships and the importance of connection. Ralph Watson passed away on June 20, 2021, at the age of 85 from cancer, leaving behind a legacy that underscored the significance of even minor roles in shaping the narrative landscape. John Dere was born on March 3, 1933, in Dundee, Scotland. He played the imposing role of Crusher, Harry Grout's loyal bodyguard, in Porridge in 1975, where his menacing presence added an essential element of danger to the prison dynamics. Dere had a varied career, appearing in numerous television shows and films, but he faced significant personal challenges, including the heartbreak of losing his first wife, which affected his outlook on life and work. He had 2 children from that marriage, and although he remarried later, he struggled with the weight of his past losses. The death of his close friend and fellow actor, Kenneth Cope, in 2005 further exacerbated his feelings of loneliness and sadness. John Dere passed away on November 25, 2005, at the age of 72 due to lung cancer, leaving behind a legacy marked by both formidable performances and personal tragedies. Ken Jones was born on February 20, 1930, in Liverpool, England. He is best known for his role as Horrible Ives in Porridge from 1974 to 1977, where he showcased a character marked by his unpleasant demeanor and scheming nature. His portrayal of Ives brought both tension and humor to the series, making him a memorable part of the ensemble. Jones's career included various stage and screen roles, yet he faced challenges in his personal life. He was married to his wife, a fellow actor, and they had 2 children, though the marriage faced difficulties, leading to their separation. The tragic passing of close friend and actor Edward Kelsey deeply affected him, as did the death of another colleague, which intensified his feelings of loss and isolation. Ken Jones passed away on February 13, 2014, at the age of 83 from bowel cancer, marking the end of a life filled with both artistic achievements and personal struggles. Paul McDowell was born on August 15, 1931, in London, England. He portrayed Mr. Collinson, a stern and sour-faced prison officer in Porridge from 1974 to 1977, a role that showcased his ability to embody authority and realism. McDowell's career was filled with various character roles, yet he faced a series of personal challenges, including a difficult marriage that ended in divorce, leaving him with emotional scars. He had 1 daughter, who often spoke about her father's dedication to his craft but also noted the toll that his work took on their family life. The death of his longtime friend and fellow actor, Peter Vaughan, took a heavy emotional toll on him, as they had shared many memorable moments together in their careers. Paul McDowell passed away on May 2, 2016, at the age of 84 from complications related to lung cancer, a sad end for a man whose performances left a lasting impression. What do you think about the deaths of the actors in Porridge, and who do you miss the most among them? Leave your comments below and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to see the latest videos.